Hey guys, so Totus here. So I'm an aerospace engineer, I'm a grinder. I work the tolerances down to about 2 microns. And I've been tinkering with sabers for about 15-16 years now. Built this one first, it's out of custom saber shop parts. Still works fine, it's ultrasound 2.0 in it.
Ultrasound 2.0.
Still happy that that still works this many years later. Done some small modifications on a standard LGT. Got a Xenopixel machine the silver bits just for a bit more contrast, and there's another LGT in here. It's just an RGB, but done some more work with turning up a handguard and cutting some windows out of some chrome plated copper tube, bit of heat shrink, and yeah, I think it's quite nice. It's quite basic. So I've got a friend who I met when I did my apprenticeship for engineering. He's an aerospace engineer as well. Currently an inspector now for another firm. And it's his birthday coming up soon, and he hasn't got a saber. So I said I'd build him a saber. So the whole thought that I went through as to how to build him one was that a Jedi should build his own saber, really. You shouldn't say all very well going out and being able to just buy one that's already bought and somebody else designed, but you should build your own. So I've made him a lightsaber kit, effectively. And see if we can get the light going on it. So a nice little box. It's originally a wine box, but serves this purpose extremely well. So I'll show you what I've made. Okay, so this is just a standard LGT saber that I picked up. I've drilled and tapped some extra holes in it, which will be apparent as we go on. But I think it was, it's quite a nice saber to start off with, but I wanted to customize it. So I've made some pieces for it, quite a few, and let's have a little look and see what we've got. So just a little custom shelf that I made for the box. And here we have, I can switch that off. Instead, this is just little Christmas tree lights. I put a reed switch in there and a magnet, so actually it switches off when you shut the lid. And this is just a greetings card electronics that records 30 seconds of whatever you want. So I'll put some Star Wars music on there at the moment. Just let that play through again, and we'll go through what we've got. So just some detail wires. Again, we'll go through some builds later, and you'll see most of these bits get used. Nice little custom turned recharge port cover. It's got some grub screws and some shims. Okay, so there's some little stick-on rubber grips and some sort of weird little strap that I picked up. Some O-rings that fit around it as well, just so we've got more options. And you'll see there's so many pieces. So some what they call greeblies, or some little detail parts that I've made up. Again, it was all made out of solid bar. A nice little, used to be an RC engine mount with a built-in heatsink. You'll see that later when I put it on. So we've got loads. There's a carbon pipe, blade plug, which I did buy actually. Some more shaped chrome plated copper pipe for the handles, sort of spiky aluminium Dooku inspired bits. Got 3 chrome rings again for the handle. More shaped chrome plated copper pipe for the handle. Some more detailed pieces. These were just small heat sinks that I bought, and then had to drill and counter drill holes in them, which was actually quite tricky with these tiny little fins on them. And then some custom machined little tiny bolts to fit them in, so they bolt on in several places. Have a nice hand guard, again machined out of, this one was steel, so solid steel that was made out of. What else we got here? Another spiky aluminium thing, don't know what they're called really. So we've got a pommel with some different crystals that all fit in. Oh, another hand guard, look. And again, every piece has custom machined screws to get the lengths perfectly right and fit perfect. Some little thumb screws. To be fair, I picked those up, they were cheap. Another different pommel. And again, you'll see all of these when I do some builds. And another pommel. And that's it, just a little bit of Scotch Brite to clean up. So we've got quite an extensive number of pieces here. Let's get on and do some builds. So here's the first build that I've done out of some of the parts. So there's a hole in the end of the pommel, and the new ones just bolt straight through from the inside. Used just 2 of the rings. I had 3, but you know, the amount of options are ridiculous. Nice custom turned recharge cover, blade thumb screw, and some detail. I think looks pretty good. So here we have another build that I've done. Again, all of these pieces machined out of solid bar. So, third build. Pommel this time is slightly changed. Crystal fits inside and bolts in. These are reversible. And got some Nice Cal Kestis inspired shrouds. Again, just chrome plated copper pipe that I've managed to do some quite nice machining on. And all of these parts, they're all on an M4 thread, so they're all interchangeable. They all bolt into all the other holes. So here we have the fourth build, starting to go very dark side now with red crystal. Instantly all of these crystals here will screw into this pommel. Nice carbon fibre thing. Sleeve, clearly influenced by Kylo with the red wire, and a Dooku inspired blade spike. Not sure if that's the correct term, but definitely starting to look a bit dark side. Okay, and another build. I guess you'll start to understand how many combinations are possible with this kit. This is one that I particularly like, I must admit, with the Cal Kestis shrouds and the Dooku spikes. Another one there that I've made, all out of solid alley, hand cut, polished. But I do like this with the black crystal. I think it looks very nice. Okay, last build I'm going to do with this video. Again, so you can see that all of these parts are interchangeable. So this time I've gone for the pommel, I've gone for the black bolts on here just to give it a bit of contrast. Still got one of the rings on, one handguard. Again, you could put the other one on top if you wanted, as we've seen before. Some nice little greeblies. Could have put the heat sinks in the end there as well if you wanted. There's so many different permutations. I'd love someone to do the maths on it and tell me what it is, but it's probably a significant number. So there we have it, an Aerospace Engineers lightsaber kit. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care.